and welcome to We Talk About Sports and Stuff, where we talk about sports and stuff. Today's a special episode where we be focusing on more stuff than sports. I'm your host, Gabriel Medina, and with me as always is Jocelyn Abrams and Phil Ricca. Coming up, Phil will be giving a story on man suing Apple for $1 billion?
Yeah, $1 billion.
Wow. And Jocelyn will be coming up with news about the upcoming Disney theme park, Galaxy's Edge. Before any of that, I will be talking about DC's recent update to their streaming service by adding in a whopping 21,000 comics. But right now, Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
Okay. Who do you think is gonna? Who do you think is actually gonna afterward? Because
There's a lot to unpack.
Well, I
there's
can't
a
say
lot.
I can't
There's
say
a
anything
lot.
because I don't
It's
watch
opening
the
up
series.
on Friday, but you're seeing it tomorrow.
Yes.
That's cool, and I'm envious. Anyway, so characters we know are definitely dead. Loki, because he's not coming back.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he.
I don't watch the series, so I don't know.
Well, then I guess this is not a conversation.
I
for
guess,
you. Just
spoiler alert.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it anyway.
Right now, I guess the main questions people have been asking is, who's going to survive?
Right? Okay.
Chris Evans.
I don't think so.
No. I'm calling it right now.
I don't. Yeah.
RDJ and Chris Evans aren't going to make it.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't know
mind
about
about-
Iron Man. I think Iron Man's definitely gonna.
I don't mind about Captain America, probably because I don't like Captain America.
What? Chris Evans is
I'm going to have to disagree.
rad, dude. He's rad.
Captain America really bothers me. Anyway,
Grinds your gears. You don't like him?
yes, I have a whole rant. It's for another time. Okay, Thor.
I think he's going to survive, but he's going to be taking a beating.
He's
Like,
gonna take some L's.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch and Vision are gonna make it, and I think that they are because I think they're Disney's gonna make a new show with Scarlet Witch and
Yeah.
Vision, right?
Is Bucky still alive?
I'm praying that Bucky comes back and takes
Oh,
over as
I
captain.
remember. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They
I'd
do it
take
in the
him or leave
comics.
him.
I need Bucky.
He's like, okay. Black Widow.
What's her story?
She's probably going to survive because I know they're planning on making the Black Widow movie in the future. So
Yeah.
she's probably going to do something crazy in the movie, and then we'll probably have to sit it out towards the end because I mean you're up against Thanos.
Yeah.
And a mere human can only do so much.
Yeah.
It's
Hawkeye.
only
I
using
think
his
Hawkeye
supersized
lives.
power.
I think Hawkeye lives.
If they kill the most powerful Avenger, I'm gonna be angry. I'm sorry, but it would have been over if Hawkeye was in Infinity War.
So you're telling me he's the most powerful Avenger?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
He's got his mad archery skills.
Okay. I'm gonna have to disagree, but to each their own.
Captain Marvel definitely lives.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say is
There's
she
no way
coming?
that she doesn't.
I feel anyone recent to the MCU is safe.
Right, like Peter Parker lives, or he has to because Homecoming comes out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be good. Wait, not Homecoming.
the,
Homecoming
Far
already
From
came out.
Home.
Far
Far
From
From
Home,
Home.
yeah.
Thank you. They
Yeah.
both have home in their name. Assuming that there's a third movie, I bet it's also
It's-
gonna have the
it's
word home in
probably
it
gonna-
too.
Yeah.
Aunt May really got young.
And then
She got a lot younger.
You know what I'm really curious about? Because I mean, I think that Ant-Man's gonna live, right? But
Yeah.
I want to know because he's in the he's in the trailers
What
for
is his power
Endgame.
besides becoming smaller?
He can basically communicate with ants, almost in a way.
He can also get a lot bigger too.
Yeah, that
What?
too. He can grow.
Yes, he can grow his size too.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Okay. So Ant-Man shows up in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm kind of curious about how he's actually there is because in the how Marvel always does those very end clip
Yeah.
bits at the very very end of whatever movie they've got. Okay, so at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of just stuck in the quantum realm because Hank Pym and
That entire team.
that entire team, they're all just
dust now.
they turned to dust because thanks Thanos, I guess. Not really. But I want to know how he gets out. I hope that they address that.
Yeah. One thing a lot of people a theory for that is time travel because they do mention time these like time vortex or breaches in the quantum realm.
Oh.
So
That's
like,
interesting.
it's one thing I'm really interested to see, like when the movie comes out, because there's like a lot of like questions people have about this movie.
Right, right. Oh, and then like, what about like the Guardians of the Galaxy? What do you think's gonna happen with them? Like, especially because like Gamora was killed by Thanos.
Yeah.
But that was before he like crumbled her to dust. Or not her, everybody. 'Cause
Yeah.
Thanos. Anyway.
Well,
Moving on.
I know like
Yes.
a lot of characters are probably gonna come back, and then once the final fight happens, that's where we're gonna get like definitive like deaths. But I know like some of the Guardians might be safe only because of the fact that James Gunn is now back to direct the third movie,
Yeah.
and I know most of the cast will be back for that.
Yeah.
So it's just a question on who's gonna be there for their final movie and who isn't.
All right.
Yeah. So moving on. Phil, you have some news about a man suing Apple for $1 billion.
Yeah. So, that was a very scintillating conversation.
It
Yeah.
was pretty scintillating.
I can't beat that, but I'm gonna try to. So as you guys know, the new iPhone X and the past Apple iPhones uses facial recognition. That's useful while unlocking your iPhone, but I don't have the new update or new phone, so I just use Touch ID. But one New York teen states that the company is to blame for his false arrest, and 18-year-old, I'm gonna butcher this name, Usman Ba has filed a suit against Apple requesting $1 billion for his last-ditch effort to save face. And the New York Post reports that, according to him, someone used a stolen ID, most likely his, and was caught later trying to steal over $1,200 in items at the Apple Store in Boston. Apparently, the ID didn't include a photo, and Apple, quote, took the man at his word and programmed their security systems to recognize the man's face as Boz. When he was arrested for these said crimes, investigators eventually determined that the man they saw stealing the Apple items in their surveillance footage actually didn't look anything like Ba to begin with. But fortunately for him, all charges were dropped in every state he was accused to be stealing the variety of products in, except New Jersey, which the case is still pending there at this time. And Ba alleges the iPhone manufacturer utilizes in-store facial recognition software to track customers, which led to his false arrest. But according to Apple, the company doesn't actually utilize facial recognition in its stores, which is pretty ironic. And they have declined to comment and have not responded to any requests for comment on the matter. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Jocelyn.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so get excited, Star Wars fans, because you can start reserving your tickets to Disney Resort's latest edition, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, at either Disneyland Resort in California or Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida, which is strange because Hollywood, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Disney Parks blogs released on Monday afternoon that consumers can start purchasing their tickets on May 2nd. Disneyland Resort's Galaxy's Edge will be open to the public on May 31st, and Disney's Hollywood Studios will open theirs on August 29th. According to CBR.com, guests will be able to explore the Star Wars universe either with the Resistance or the First Order. There is no additional reservation fee, but you will need an official Disney account to be able to make the reservation. Guests don't need a reservation by the time Galaxy's Edge opens up on August 29th. As reported by USA Today on social media, it seems like guests will be issued 4-hour windows for when they can visit, and Disney is supposedly relying on the honor system when the visitors have to leave. So they won't strictly enforce rules over exit, but so they're hoping that visitors clear out on time. We'll see if that actually happens. This newest resort follows the 2018 opening of Toy Story Land and the 2017 Pandora, the World of Avatar, both at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And, well, I don't know, for me this is really exciting because I love Star Wars. And I'm really excited for the movie to come out in December, and I'm glad that J.J. Abrams is back also because he's so good. And I look forward to the day that I will maybe get to go to Galaxy's Edge. That'll be pretty far off, though, if I'm being honest. Anyway, but I also feel like it would be cool if they could include, like, I don't know, because they're doing the Resistance and the First Order, which are both new, like newer parts to the Star Wars universe or the franchise, right? So it'd be cool if they could add on, like, I don't know, Planet Worlds too, or kind of the narrative, right? So, like, I was gonna say Jakku, but then I realized it's a desert planet, so you could probably just go to a desert and have that experience.
Well, I've never been to Disney, so I
Anyway.
don't really know what it's like.
Anyway, so on to Gabe with news about DC Comics' recent update to its streaming service.
Yeah, are either of you fans of DC at all?
I am.
Next question.
You're missing out.
Sorry. So DC Comics is really stepping up their game for their streaming service, DC Universe, by adding over 21,000 comics. To the comic book world, this is huge news because as of now, subscribers to their service are now getting what they paid for and then some. Before the recent update, the service provided many DC shows and movies, which included Batman the Animated Series, Titans, Doom Patrol, and even the classic Superman movies. Many of these comics coming to the service are a collection of issues published by the company since its humble beginning. It will also feature some fairly current comics as well, just not any comics that have been released this year for the time being. As time goes on, more and more comics will be added to the service every month. DC Comics has said that any issues published this year will appear on the streaming service after a year has passed. So don't worry, my comic book compatriots, there's still more to come. On December 15, 2018, DC Comics stepped into the world of streaming services by launching DC Universe. It's a streaming service that caters to longtime fans of the company's movies and shows. Responses to the service were shaky at first, but as time went on, fans and audience alike began to enjoy and accept it. Plus, with its ever-growing number of content, it's proving that it's here to stay. Aside from the comics, the streaming service is also expected to release multiple new shows in the near future. An animated series starring the Cupid of crime Harley Quinn, a live-action show based on the character Swamp Thing, and another live-action show, Stargirl. With these in the current lineup, many fans can wait in anticipation for what's to come from DC Comics. With so much content coming to DC Universe, one has to wonder if there will be a change in price for the service. And I do have some good news for you. The price will remain the same, $7.99 per month and $74.99 per year. In my opinion, it's more than worth it. Not only are you getting movies and shows to watch, but you're also getting tons of comics. You're also getting tons of comics to read. What more could a comic fan want? Plus, it's a lot more stuff than Marvel's comic-only service, Marvel Unlimited. And with that, that's all the news and stuff we have for today. We talk about sports and stuff. I'm Gabe Medina, and on behalf of Jocelyn Abrams and Phil Ricca, have a nice day.